In this video, I'm going to review San Francisco's 5 best neighborhoods where you can still buy a single family home for under $1.5 million. This video is for the folks that do not want to live in a condo. They're kind of over the apartment lifestyle. They want a single family home. They want a nice backyard. They just want a house. And a lot of people think you need $2 million or more to get into a good neighborhood, but there are still some neighborhoods left that you can still get under $1.5 million and you can still get in. Now, I'm making this video in 2025, so if you're watching this in 2026 or beyond, don't trust the data. San Francisco's still below peak prices that we saw in 2021, 2022, and that is going to slingshot up pretty soon. I'm not going to talk about up and coming neighborhoods. These neighborhoods are already nice, but they are going to appreciate a lot because they are a little undervalued, and there's just a lot of hidden value here. They haven't really blown up yet. And then after I go over the data for each neighborhood, I went and filmed some B-roll on all the neighborhoods. So I'll show you some of the videos. I'll show you some videos of the neighborhoods. It's just going to be kind of quick neighborhood drive-throughs. It's not a full comprehensive video neighborhood review, which I do. I've got several of those on my YouTube channel. I'm also on TikTok. It's funny, I meet a lot of people on TikTok that are already from San Francisco. I help a lot of clients there. And then YouTube here is where I meet a lot of folks that are from out of San Francisco or from out of state, and they're moving up here to San Francisco. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over before we jump in. So I'm ready. If you're ready, let's do it. All right, let's start with neighborhood number 5, and that is the Excelsior. So let's jump into the data here. Excelsior median sale price for single family homes, $1.1 million, much lower than the median in San Francisco County, which is at $1.76 million. So when I review the neighborhoods, I'm always going to have the San Francisco line here, and then the neighborhood we're talking about here. As you can see, here's the peak here at 2022 when we had the 3%, sub 3% interest rates. Single families in San Francisco were going for over 2 million. In the Excelsior, they're going for almost 1.4 million. Now they're down to 1.1. Again, I'm predicting the single family home prices to go up even more by next year. So the bottom of the market is definitely behind us. Let's look at days on market. Days on market is pretty similar to the entire city, 15 days, 2 weekends. So if you're new to the San Francisco home buying process, basically, when I list my homes, I do it the same way. As I'm going to put a home on the market on a Thursday or a Friday. We're going to show it for that weekend. And then we're going to show it for an additional second weekend. And then we're going to set an offer day and start taking offers in the middle of that third week. So after 2 weekends of showings, and the days on market in the Excelsior and all of San Francisco are right on that same target. Let's look at active listings. So there's over 300 active listings for single family homes in San Francisco. 13 of them are in the Excelsior. And then pricing strategy is important for you to understand too. If you don't know much about how pricing in San Francisco works, single family homes have always been underpriced, and now condos are doing the same thing. I get into that in other videos, or if you want more information about that, hit me up. All my contact information is in the description. I would love to hear from you. But right now, I just want to look at the data. So San Francisco homes are selling for 110, almost 111%, basically 11% over the list price. And the Excelsior is right there at 12%. And the last thing, let's look at price per square foot. So San Francisco as a whole is just over $1,000 a square foot. Excelsior is just under $800 a square foot. If you're new here, hey, my name is Eric Thrum. I'm a realtor here in San Francisco, Bay Area, born and raised. We rented in San Francisco for years until we bought our single family home here about 6 years ago. If you are looking to connect with a local realtor here in San Francisco, just check the description for all my contact information. You can call me or text me. That's my personal cell, so I answer it right away. You can send me an email. The most popular way people get a hold of me is they click on the link to get on my calendar and book some time for a Zoom one-on-one. Okay, the number 4 neighborhood is Ingleside Heights. There's also Ingleside and Ingleside Terrace. Ingleside Heights is a little bit nicer, a little bit more expensive. So that's the one that we want to take a look at. Let's take a look at the data. 1.36 million is the median sale price for single family homes. A lot more than Excelsior, but when you look at the video, you'll see why. The weather is not great here. It's more on the cloudier side, and it's still on the south side of San Francisco. But if this was a more central neighborhood, these homes are easily going for well over $2 million. Let's see how long these homes are on the market. 18 days, so a little bit more than the median in all of San Francisco. So that's a positive. If you're a buyer, you're going to have a little bit more leverage here. In active listings, we're not seeing a whole lot of them. We're only seeing, there's only 3 of them currently. Let's take a look at just Ingleside itself. There's 5. And let's look at Ingleside Terrace. There's 3. So about 11 in total. Let's see how much over the list price that these are selling for. 14% over list, so a little bit more than the median in San Francisco. Oh, and one thing I forgot to look at was the high. So high in Ingleside Heights was 1.4 million. And so we're just a little bit below that right now. And then the last thing I want to look at is price per square foot, just under 900 a square foot in Ingleside Heights. Number 3 neighborhood is Sunnyside. Now this neighborhood was blowing up. Everybody had to be there before the big work from home. Everybody wanted to be here, and it's now blowing up again. Everybody wants to be back there again. It's just north of the Ingleside neighborhoods and just south of Bernal and Glen Park. And we're now getting into neighborhoods with really good walk scores relative to the price. So we're right on Monterey, Ocean Avenue, Portola Drive, West Portal. There's just so many amenities, restaurants, just so much going on that is so very close to Sunnyside. I would have put Sunnyside 1, but they already are over the 1.6 mark. If you look at monthly, it's at 1.577, but I'm looking at a rolling 3-month. If you take a look at the rolling 12-month, is at 1.4. So we're already a little bit behind the boat. It's surging up, but I still wanted to talk about it because look at the prices. That it was insane what people were willing to pay to live in Sunnyside. And like I said, everyone's sprinting over there right now, $150,000 below the median sale price. And there's no room but up for Sunnyside. Average days on market, 12, a day under the average. How many active listings do we have there? 5. So there's not a ton of activity there, a little bit more than what we're looking at in Ingleside Heights. But when homes in Sunnyside hit the market, they sell. How much are they selling over the list price? 18%, well over the median in San Francisco. Very competitive to buy here. And the price per square foot, over $900 a square foot. Number 2 is Ocean View. Now I had Ocean View as number 3 and I had Sunnyside as number 1, but I had to shift things around a little bit since the Sunnyside prices are kind of already out there, already over the 1.5. But Ocean View, another neighborhood that people are just flocking to right now. Walk score is pretty good, but the western and southern neighborhoods, the weather's not great. So that's why you can still get a single family here for well under 1.5. Let's look at the data. Single family homes selling for just under 1.2 million. And the high out here was around 1.3. Take a look at days on market, 34 days, a lot more leverage for home buyers. Homes are sitting a lot longer here. Take a look at the inventory so you're not going to see a dozen homes out here at the same time. Inventory is relatively low. See what they are selling for over the list price. 4% over list price. So they're selling pretty close to list. This is the first time that we've seen a home on the list, I believe, that is not near or above the county median. And price per square foot is going to probably be pretty low too, $784. Highly recommend you check out single family homes here if you're trying to keep your budget on your home under 1.5. And the number 1 neighborhood where you can still buy a single family home for under $1.5 million is Outer Parkside. Now, Google Maps doesn't quite get it right with Outer Parkside. The border is Sunset Boulevard, but it's Terraval here and everything west of Sunset Boulevard. So it still feels like the outer Sunset, but the homes, most of the homes are a lot bigger. You see a lot of detached homes with larger lots and a lot of bigger, nicer homes out here. And it's good. Yeah, it's a little bit farther south than the outer Sunset, but you get a lot more for your dollar. And it's still very walkable. There's a lot of amenities close by. So it's probably the highest walk score on these 5 neighborhoods. Let's take a look at the data. So current data as of last month, it's already over 1.5. It's 1.55. If you look at rolling 6 months, it was just under 1.5, and rolling 12 months, it was 1.45. So we're a hair over that now already. If you look at the max prices here, they were going for 1.7, 1.6. So right now, this 1.55, it's only going one direction. How many days on market are these ones sitting? 13, right on par with the entire county. And let's see how many active listings. 6, pretty good amount of inventory out there right now. How much are they selling for over the list price? 19, 20%, almost double of what the entire county's doing. And price per square foot is also above the county average, over $1,100, almost $1,200 a square foot. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way through. Again, my name is Eric Throm. I'm a realtor here in San Francisco. All my contact information is in the description if you want to hit me up. You could probably tell from the video, I'm a lot more data heavy, more analytics heavy. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a realtor that happens to have a YouTube channel. So I hope you find that refreshing. I'm from tech. I've never had a sales job. I don't know how to do all that sales stuff. I've always been, in the operation side of things, and more of a cross-functional partner, subject matter expert on real estate that's going to come and join your team and help you make the right decisions. Make sure that you know everything that you need to know during the home buying process. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below or call me, text me. That's my personal cell, or send me an email, put some time on my calendar. However you want to get a hold of me, I hope to hear from you soon.